Job and congratulations. But right now, let's take a look at the world Saturday night record holder, Doina Melinte out of Romania.
Well, she won the Indoor World Championships last indoor season, but this year she's really been hot. A world record in the 1,500 meters earlier this year, and then last night, a world record in the women's mile. So she is the hottest thing going in women's running right now. She was a silver medalist in '84 in the 1,500 meters, gold medalist in the 800 meters, and I really think if her tactics had been different, she could have been a double gold medalist, and she really looks like the favorite now for Seoul. Last night, she looked superb. The question is, how psyched up can she get tonight to go after her own mile record, which she's held for less than 24 hours?
And how much are left in the legs? The world and the American record set by Mary Decker back in 1982 in the women's mile run. But of course, the world record set last night.
So that's a pending world record, 4:18.86. Now that is not as good as her world record in the 1,500 meters. So we know that she can go faster. And this track today is faster than the one she set the world record on last night.
All right. Let's take a look at our lane assignments right now. Alisa Harvey out of Athletics West will be in lane 1. And of course, the gal to watch in lane 2, Doina Melinte from Romania.
Now, of course, Maria Puica is also in the race from Romania, who was the lead runner for that country for 3 years here on the indoor circuit. But Puica, who won the 3,000 meters in '84 in LA, has been injured and has been coming in just about last in every field. Alisa Harvey taking the lead, but it's not quick enough. And Kathy Franey of Villanova, number 101, has gone into the lead already. I would say that the world record talk is not going to happen because no one is going out and taking a fast pace.
Franey, the '87 All-America out of Villanova, a school with a great track tradition. Your former coach, of course, the late Jumbo Elliott, just turning out legend after legend.
Well, Franey may be able to steal this race. Linda Sheskey, number 417, moving on the outside there, kind of just watching what Melinte does. That's part of the problem of being such a heavy favorite. Everyone just sticks to your heels. Mary Decker Slaney went through that for many years. She came up with a real good solution. She just went out to the lead and ran away from everyone.
Franey a good 15 yards in front of the pack. She's not a rabbit, though. She's out there trying.
70 seconds for the first lap. This is going to be slow. Melinte looking to win this one with just a weight and kick strategy. As I said, she's the 800-meter gold medalist from '84, so she's got plenty of speed and can outkick any lady in this group.
There is the pack. Melinte currently running in the 4th spot. Strategy, Marty, any different for the women's mile than in the men's mile?
Not too much difference. It's the same, it's the same distance. I would say that the strategy is just about the same.
Kathy Franey's out in front, by about 25 yards now. The pack is bunched up, and Melinte has moved up into the 3rd spot.
And Puica is able to hang on at this slow pace. She's got quite a kick if they let it continue to go this slow. Kathy Franey with a real good chance of stealing this race. She's way out in front right now. 8 laps of this track in the mile run here.
Marty, when you're way back in the pack and you're watching someone who's now a good 50 yards out in front, when do you start to worry about them stealing the race? When do you have to kick it in and make them move a little bit earlier than you might ordinarily not?
Well, this is where you have to do your homework. There's Puica stepping off the track, bad calf muscle, 2 nights in a row trying to run. She just couldn't do it. Get back to your question, though. This is when you have to do your homework. Melinte has to know if this runner from Villanova is good enough to hold this pace, and she's obviously made the decision that Kathy Franey will eventually come back to her. Another way of looking at it is whatever a person can gain on you in the first half of a race, you can gain back in the second half. So no matter how far behind you are at halfway, you've got to think, I can make it back. It starts to get a little hairy when you get to the last lap and they've still got 30 yards on you. The field is starting to pull Franey back a little bit now, and she's starting to come back to the field. Alisa Harvey has a very good little kick, and if Melinte is not careful and has not done her homework, she may underestimate Alisa Harvey's kick over the last 200 meters.
Melinte now just about pulling even with Harvey, and they've narrowed that gap down to about 12 12 yards. Now Melinte, strong move into second spot, trailing by 8, by 7, and by 6 yards behind Harvey. And Franey, she looks done, and Melinte shows no ill effects after last night's performance up in New York.
Well, she's probably going to run about 20 seconds slower. What happens when you're so dominant is the rest of the field lets you totally dominate the pace of the race, and this is what's happened. Melinte has been able to win as she likes, running no faster than she has to. And I think real track fans understand this. When you break a world record, they don't expect you to come back the next night and go after your world record again. They take months to work up to.
There's the bell lap, and around that second turn, Doina Melinte takes a little glance over the left shoulder to see if anybody's within striking distance, and nobody is.
Right now, she's hurting just as much as everyone else. She's not thinking about that world record. I saw her early this morning in the hotel lobby waiting to check in with her hand on her head, and you never would have known she set a world record the night before. She looked like all the rest of us, carrying our bags to the next meet. This is a circuit, and it does get tiring at times.
There it is, back-to-back victories last night in New York when she set an unofficial new world record, breaking Mary Slaney's old world time. The new mark, 4 minutes, 18.86 seconds, and her time well off that mark here tonight at George Mason University. But then she wasn't going for a world record. She's in training, and again, under the microscope. She's tuning up for Seoul.
Well, she's looking at this with mixed emotions. This place is packed, standing room only. You'd love to run your best race, but it is just not possible.
Alisa Harvey out of Athletics West, an ex-Tennessee grad from the Volunteers, finishes second.